Okay, this question has two parts. One part is with replacement, and the second part is without replacement. So a game is played by drawing 4 cards from an ordinary deck with replacement. Find the probability that at least one ace is drawn. So this is the question here. The probability that at least one ace is drawn. So let's call at least one ace is drawn event A. So you can say A is the event that at least one ace is drawn. Now, to find the probability of an event that has at least, it's easier to look at the complement. So what is the complement of this event? This we can also write it as A bar, okay? But in most books, and I prefer to use this symbol, A complement. But your teacher might also show you this symbol, A bar. Together they mean just the complement to the event. So at least one ace means 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, because we're drawing 4 cards. Now, what is the complement to this? The complement is just not having any, 0 aces. So this would be no aces. No ace is drawn. And that is much easier to solve for A complement than to solve the probability of A. So now let's do the probability of A. We use the formula that says probability of an event is 1 minus the probability of the complement of the event. Now this will be 1 minus, and now let's talk about the situation here. Now they're telling you that it is with replacement, meaning that you draw a card and then you return it back. Draw and return back. So you keep on returning back. So the total number of cards, we know that we have 52 cards in total. This number doesn't change because we are always putting back the card that we took. Now, remember that the complement of the event A is that no ace is drawn. So what is the probability that the first card you draw is not an ace? Meaning that it's not one of the ones here. Those, avoid them. So you have how many cards left? You have 48 cards out of 52. And you want, because I'm saying and, the second one shouldn't also have an ace, it will be also 48 over 52. And the third one will also be 48 out of 52, because we are replacing, we're putting back the cards, and so we will always have 48 cards that are not aces. And the fourth one also, we have 48 cards out of 52 that are not aces. So the answer to this will be 1 minus, on your calculator, because this is the same number, you can put 48 over 52 to the power 4, and approximately, if you compute this, you will get 0.274, which is about 27.4%. Okay, so this will be the answer if you are doing it with replacement. Remember, with replacement is you return the card back once you take it. Now let us look at the second part of this question. It's the same exact question, but without replacement, meaning that if you take a card, you don't return it back. So now the probability of A, which means, if you remember what was A, it was at least one ace is drawn. We are doing it the same here. It's 1 minus the probability of the complement of A. And in this case, it will be 1 minus, and let's see what we get. Now, A complement, the one here, A complement, remember what it was? is that no ace is drawn. So on your first draw, you don't want there to be an ace. That will be 48 cards out of 52. And, meaning multiplication. On the second one now, we said without replacement. So the card that you took, you didn't return it back. Let's say that it was this king that you took. So it's gone already. Okay? So how many cards do we have left that are not aces? We have 47 cards left out of 51 cards because we already took a card out. Times, now we keep the second card. Let's say the second card was this. Okay, so it's not there anymore. So we have 50 cards left and 46 of them are not aces. And you can guess the last one is, let's say that the third card you chose was this. So now you have 45 cards out of 49. That 49 is the total number of leftover cards, and 45 is the ones that are not aces. Notice that I'm avoiding the aces in all of this. And if you compute this number, you will get approximately, let me put them approximately, this will be 0.281, which is about 28.1%. Please make sure that you understand the difference between without replacement, meaning that you do not return the card back, and with replacement, meaning that when you take a card, you return it back, and so the deck of cards, the number of cards in the deck doesn't change. But in this case, the number of cards is changing from 52 to 51 to 50 to 49 because once we take a card, we are not returning it back. Okay, I hope you understood this question. It's very important. Forget that it's about cards. What's important is that you understand the idea of with replacement and without replacement. If you understood it, then that's all what I care for. And this will be the end of the question.